Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Board No Game video. Today's video is dedicated to the updates coming tonight, so let's jump right into it. Go to menu, go into notice. Within the notice, you will see we are having a maintenance. They're going to be dropping two things in particular. They're going to do the weapon spec banner, and we're also going to be getting the material packs. Feel free to get those. You don't really have to. I'm not going to get the nightmare ones. I'm just going to use my charm medals and all that stuff. So let's jump right into it. Now, these are the weapons that we are going to be getting and talking about, and we're actually going to break this down differently. We're going to break it down in a way so we talk about the first half of the banners that are dropping and then the second half of the banners that are dropping, right? How do I feel about these weapons overall? They are okay. I will say that, it depends on your situation. First of all, for these spec banners. So this spear does have DC2 if that's something that you are looking for. Just note that the stats are balanced, right? So let's put this at level 80, for example. So it only goes up to 1705 physical attack and 1701 magical. And its cost is 18. So usually a cost 18 weapon has around 1900 for physical or magical attack for a spear specifically. I will say that this spear will last quite a while on your grid. My only thing is that it is very easy to replace in the future, alright? Note that it only has 5246, still relatively high, and it is a decent spear. So, if you choose to MLB it, it'll serve you for a while. Just note that it will be one of the first spears that you phase out of your DC2 grid if you are looking for a grid that only has magical attack on it. Because remember, this physical attack stat serves you no purpose as a paladin. It doesn't really have any benefit to you, but at the same time, it has DC2, so it'll last quite a while. So we don't know what other weapons are going to be on the magical banner, but I would say it's decent. It's not a must pull. Unless you're a DC2 savage and you have to have DC2 on your grid, then feel free to try to get one copy. Now, as far as the instrument goes, it's also interesting. This is a very weird spec banner, to be honest. It only increases magical attack, and with that said, this instrument is for any guild comps that have a bunch of, half nightmare Alices, and you main spear or magical attack in general, then this is a fantastic instrument for you. This is a situational instrument. Just because it has support boon 2, don't get your grubby hands on it. Let's say, for example, your Colo team has only one magical attack user, then this doesn't benefit you whatsoever, alright? Because remember, it's tier 2, and this is also at level 120. Let's put this at level 180, and it's at 5278. For the most part, this is a situational spec banner, as in you get it if your guild specifically needs it, alright? Don't get this if everyone's a physical attack. It makes no sense. Unless you switch guilds and, you want to be diverse, then feel free to get it, but I don't think it's a must pull for everyone. It's situational, right? And then, Orb Scoper. If it had combo on it, this would be a great orb, but it doesn't have combo on it. It does have DC2, so there's that, right? So this is the second half of the banners that we're going to be getting. Now, obviously you can see there's LL stuff. So as far as the tome goes, it's another situational one, because it reduces the physical defense of 2 enemies by a moderate amount, so it decreases defense by 2 enemies. The thing is, it only reduces physical defense. If no one in your entire Vanguard roster, if you only have one person who runs physical, then this doesn't make sense to get. Even if it has support boon 2, it's super weird to get. But at the same time, you can't really go wrong at level 80, 5270. Be mindful of these things if you're going to pull on the spec banners, right? I would almost say it's better to pull on Little Mermaid banner, just because the Little Mermaid banner to me is still one of the godliest things known to man. Let's jump right into the next one. The Staff of Precious Wood. Now this one is pretty much a must pull if you're a cleric. So this staff is guaranteed to heal 2 allies, which is of course amazing, and it also has recovery support too. Of course, the healing and stuff, it's a tier 2 skill. Note that all of the support weapons for both banners are tier 2, right? Tier 2. And then this one, tier 2, tier 2. So, but it's guaranteed 2 allies, so there is a benefit to it. This staff, though, is one of the best staffs to release as of late. If you are a cleric and you desperately want a staff that has recovery support 2 on it, this is the one to definitely get. You can't go wrong. Of course, the cost is a little bit high. you know, for it to actually cast it, but oh well. You know, cost 18 on your grid, it is a fantastic staff. Like, it's really good. This sword though is relatively interesting because it's like another situation with the spear where it's a balanced weapon, right? Let's put it at level 80. It's 5254, so it's a little bit less, but it only goes to 1700 magical attack and 1700 physical. If this thing went 1800 physical or 1900 physical, this thing would be a must pull and it would be fantastic because it goes LL. Now, we don't know when LL is going to occur, like if we ever even get it in the game, but for the most part, like, it's a decent sword. It's not a bad sword. It's not like the greatest sword. So if you pull on it, you know, it's okay. I would say though, if you're a physical vanguard, you would probably benefit just from like pulling, you know, on the actual Red Riding Hood banner. So we already know the information's coming down the pipe. We have 2 days left on the Red Riding Hood banner. It's up to you. I mean, the thing is there's only, you know, there's only the hammer here and the sword. As a physical vanguard, I would say this is technically the better banner to pull on, just because this hammer is going to last you quite a long time. So, you know, I'm probably going to do like a summoning session on the Red Riding Hood banner myself, just because I know the Spec banner isn't that great, but at the same time, it's decent, right? So this is the reason why I wait. Like, I don't need something right now, right here. So just so you guys know, like, I don't feel like this Spec banner for physical isn't the best. Depending, if it looks something like this, I'll leave the links to this as well. You know, read this how you will. This is the SINoALICE official cafe on the KR side. You know, this was released, you know, November 9th. I'm gonna hard pass on this Spec banner. Now, this sword in particular, Magic's spellbook sword, this one's actually pretty good. So if you're a sword main, you know, you can feel free to go to this side, but for the most part, I don't think this is the Spec banner for, you know, physical or magical vanguard. It's up to you at the end of the day, and we don't know if this is, you know, highly accurate. I'll drop the links down below, but they look pretty nice, right? You know, I'm gonna pull on the Red Riding Hood banner, so feel free to look forward to that. I got 2 days left on it. No rush on me. I don't like to rush things. Those are my thoughts on pretty much the patch or the maintenance that's occurring tonight. I don't think like I'm gonna spend anything on the packs myself, just because I don't see myself upgrading too many nightmares anymore. It's really hard to place a nightmare on my deck that's not paid, so that's just how I feel about it. Anyways, if there's anything that you're looking for, like a video in SINoALICE, you guys want me to make a cleric guide or what have you, you know, just place it in the comments. I haven't seen anything that's really like necessary. We did like the podcast the other day, so hopefully, you know, someone uploads State of Sino podcast and you guys can take a look at that. But anyways, that's it for today's video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, you know, enter the 5K giveaway. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. I will see you in the next one.